nearby.
All right. Well, he's a published award-winning author who's just a teenager, and he's trying to inspire a love of reading in others, and it comes as National Library Week begins on Monday. Kyle Prue joins me now. Kyle, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
What a pleasure. And talk to me, because you are already published, and you are published at such a young age, so I'm assuming you started actually writing this trilogy when you were way earlier in your teens. Talk to me about how all of this started.
Right, yeah. So I was 16, and I had this summer where my parents took away the internet, TV, and cell phones.
Smart.
So I had absolutely nothing to do, and so I started, reading a ton and writing a ton, and I eventually used the book to get extra credit in my English class.
So this is something that started in a class?
I mean, it started at home, but yeah, I gave it to my English teacher because he told me he'd give me extra credit if I let him read it. So.
And he said, what? This is actually really good.
Well, he said, yeah, I made some edits. If you really take a look at this again, maybe do a little bit of stuff, you could really have something on your hands here.
This could go somewhere.
Yeah.
So this slowly turned into a trilogy.
Right.
Talk to me about what the book series is really about.
Right. So The Sparks is a young adult fantasy novel, and it's about a family feud where each family passes down a different superpower. So there's 3 superhuman families going head to head, and it's about the young people in those families. And the second book in the series, The Flames, actually comes out April 25th.
Okay, so that's just around the corner.
Right.
Very, very exciting. And in addition to obviously writing these books, which I'm assuming keeps you very, very busy,
Yeah.
you have started an organization that I'm really interested in talking about called Sparking Literacy. And it's important to talk about that, especially with National Library Week coming up on Monday. What's the mission of the organization? Yeah,
so Sparking Literacy is dedicated to lowering the high school dropout rate by inspiring young people to read, write, and follow their dreams. Because 2/3 of the time when a kid drops out of high school, it's because of a literacy-related issue. So Sparking Literacy partners with great organizations like City Year and Beyond Basics, and we go into public schools and at-risk schools, and we give books and we give visits, and we have music programs, and what we try to do is try to get kids inspired to read so that they'll embrace their tutoring, embrace their English classes, and then hopefully that keeps them improving their literacy and keeps them in school.
And what really sparked the drive to do this for you?
Yeah, my first ever school visit was for 80 at-risk kids in Florida, and having been there afterwards, I got a bunch of emails and texts and calls from parents and teachers of these kids who were saying this had been a transformative visit, and some kids who had never read a full book before had read the book 3 or 4 times.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and so what we really wanted to do was figure out how to duplicate that, bring that back in other at-risk schools across the country.
And I actually saw a video of you speaking to the youth. It's online, and I encourage everyone to check it out because it is pretty miraculous how it touched kids, and it really inspired them to pick up books and to read and to write. We're running out of time, but I want you to tell me a little bit more about how people can help with that organization.
Right, for sure. If you go to kyleprue.com, there will be a link that will take you to Sparking Literacy, and if you want to donate, we always love donations. If you work in maybe a Detroit public school and you want to get in touch about maybe getting a school visit going, that's possible too. We're always looking for partners with different, charity and literacy organizations.
There you have it. And as far as your book, it is available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, also kyleprue.com.
Right.
We will post more details.